All right, in this video, I'm gonna talk about how to not become the bottleneck in your business. And I'm gonna tell you two different stories. So number one, I had a couple people recently in the last week, which is odd. They asked me, well, what happens, Bryan, what happens to you, or what happens to me if something happens to you? Like, where do I go, right? What happens to our 12-month agreement? Like, what happens to our coaching, right? If something happens to me, right, where do I go? And so my response obviously to that was, well, you go to my team, right? You have my wife, you have Stephanie, you have my brother, you have our team to support you. So if anything happens to me, rest assured you'll be taken care of because I surround myself with a team of experts, so that way I'm not the bottleneck in the business. But I will say, when I launched the free golden ticket, freegoldenticket.com, it's a USB drive. If you're not aware of it, it's a USB drive loaded with our 7- and 8-figure funnels, emails, and scripts that we've used to build 7-figure businesses and 8-figure businesses in record time. And so one of the things that I didn't have the foresight to think through at the time when I created it was this concept of building up the team behind you to be able to support the growth, okay? So here's just something that I want you to think about. And I find that we talk a lot about this on our calls when we do 60-minute strategy sessions with other people. And so one of the things we go into is, well, what happens if we sell 1,000 60-minute calls with you, right? And so what I had to do in my business is I had to bring someone in to also help with those calls, because there's no way that I can do 1,000 calls myself, right? So I brought in Stephanie. But one of the problems that we ran into was people, because I was the one in the video, I'm the one in the marketing, I'm the one that's the thought leader to the community, right? Who is Stephanie? What is her value? How does she bring that value to the table? So what we had to do is I had to position her, right, and her value to show people who are buying a 60-minute strategy session that they're gonna get true value from it. And I had to begin to get testimonials from people that had really great things to say about Stephanie and the wisdom that she brings to the table. So I'm filming this video for you to think about, if there's a human element or a human touch factor in your business, think about that, about building up a team around you and behind you that has the expertise that you have, right? It's one of the biggest things that we deal with as people who become experts in a particular topic. We find it hard to duplicate ourselves. I don't know if you've ever felt that way. I know I've certainly felt that way before. Hard to duplicate how I bring the value that I bring to the table, right? So start thinking now. Start thinking now about how you can raise up a team behind you that has the same level of expertise, that can talk congruently about your topic, who can solve the problems in your market just as good, if not better, than you can. That way, you don't ever run into a bottleneck, because I don't know about you, but bottlenecks suck, right? Like, I remember we had our first, I think it was like $13,000 day of golden tickets. And I think we had about, I don't know, 100 people buy a 60-minute strategy session, right? I think it was 100, but it was a lot. It was a ton of calls. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what we're gonna do. So we had to like slow down the traffic because we didn't have the infrastructure in place for me to take on 100 calls in a day, right? Like, there's just not enough time in the day to handle that kind of volume. So think before you build, right? And that's why it's so important that I say, sit down, create the strategy for your business about how you're gonna go from 0 to $1 million, or you're gonna go from $1 million to 10 million. Sit down and actually put the thought to paper and think about these contingencies. What happens when your funnel does so well that it creates a bottleneck in your business that you have to go fix? A lot of times that happens, right? We start driving traffic, we create bottlenecks, and fulfillment becomes a problem. It happens. I've had it happen time and time again. You know, taking a vacation company from 1.5 to 5.3 million. Boom, what happens? Well, I can tell you what happens. You need more people. You need more people answering the phones. You need more people answering live chats, more people answering tickets. You need more people booking vacations, right? And that's what happened to us in that scenario where we went from 1.5 to 5.3 million. So think about these bottlenecks before they hit you, because if you build it right, which I would encourage you to do, if you build it right by hiring a team of experts that can help you on your journey, not trying to lone wolf it, when you build it right, then you won't have as many bottlenecks or as many things that are going to fall apart in the back end. And build up a team around you, people that have your expertise that can also talk to other people, and not you be the only one that's talking to people, and not you be the only one that's the expert in your specific thing. So start training up. Think about who's around you right now. You can start training up on the thing that you're the best in the world at. Hey, thanks for watching today's video. And if you love this video, be sure to leave a comment. Tell me your top 3 takeaways or top takeaway from today's video. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you can get notified every time that we upload a new video here on YouTube. And before you go, make sure you grab your free golden ticket. This free golden ticket is loaded with our 7-figure and our 8-figure expert agency and e-commerce funnels, emails, and scripts that we've used to build multi-million-dollar businesses in a variety of different markets. So thank you again for watching this video. Hope you got massive value from it, and I look forward to hearing what your takeaway was from this video. And also, I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos that we will be releasing.